Alright guys and gals, let's talk about writing equations of parabolas. So last time we graphed them, same formulas here, vertical and horizontal parabolas, but this time we're going to take a graph or some information and we're going to write the equation of said parabola. So let's start with some graphs. So here we're given the graph and the focus. So we need two pieces of information. Let's look. We need our center and P. Center and P. Whichever way it's going, we need center and P. And if it's a vertical parabola, we're going to use this one. Horizontal, we're going to use that one. So right here we got vertical, so it's going to be the x that is squared. Let's get our vertex. Let's put a V for vertex. 0, 5. Alright. Now P is the distance from the vertex to the focus. 1, 2. Which way is it pointing? Up. Two things from that. First, that makes it a vertical parabola. Second, P is positive. So if we look back, here's our formula, vertical parabola. P is positive, so we're going to do 4 times 2, 8. So I'll steal that, put it there. This is what we're plugging our information into. So it's going to be x minus 0 squared equals 4 times 2 times y minus 5. Go ahead and simplify but not distribute. That's going to be x squared equals 8 times y minus 5. And that's how we're going to write it. I don't need you to show the plugging in step. You can go directly from the information to the formula. You can do that in your head. That's fine, or a calculator. So let's just get the information on this next one. Vertex. That's going to be at 3, negative 2. P. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units away. The parabola is opening left, so that's horizontal, and P is negative. So for horizontal, we're going to use the y squared part, so that's going to be y plus 2 squared equals, and then negative 5 times the 4, that's negative 20, and that's going to be x minus 3. Alright, so that's our equation. Done. Easy as that. Next one, we're given the directrix. Same concept as given the focus, it's just realize that, the directrix is in the opposite direction of the focus. So the parabola opens away from our directrix and towards our focus. Process the same though, 3, 4, 5, 6, negative 6, 1 for our vertex. And P, that's 1 unit to get to the directrix, and the parabola is opening to the right, so that's positive, and it's going to be vertical, so I would have y being the squared part, so y minus 1 squared equals 1 times 4, well that's 4, x plus 6. Okay, let's go over to this one. Vertex is at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so negative 4, negative 5. P, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 units away. It's pointing down, so that's negative. There we go. Plug and chug. This is a vertical one this time, so the x part is being squared, so x plus 4 squared equals 4 times negative 10 is negative 40. Oops. And that's going to be y plus 5. Moving right along, this time we're given the vertex and the focus. So I would suggest plotting it out for your vertex and then thinking about where is my focus. Well, vertex is 0, 0, this is 0, 4, so it's going to be right above it. and then sketch your parabola. It's opening up, so that gives us two pieces of information. The parabola is vertical, and P is positive. So, what is P? Let's see. P is how far apart are these? 4 units. And we said it's positive. So that's going to be, well, I don't need the parentheses. It's just x squared, since we're vertical, equals 4 times 4 is 16, y. These are both 0, so it's x minus nothing, and it's y minus nothing. All right, so again, plot your vertex, and then your focus. This time, that's going to be to the right. So I'm opening this way. That makes P positive, and it's 5.5 units away. Well, not 5.5, 5 halves units away. So I'm going to go decimal, 2.5. Now, let's plug in our formula. This time it's horizontal, so the y part is being squared. Again, that's 0, 0, so we don't need any parentheses there. That's just y squared. 2.5 times 4, that's 10. Times your x. Again, 0, 0. So that's y minus nothing and x minus nothing. Number 7. This time we have a vertex is not at the origin. So negative 7, 1. Where's it at? Right there. Okay. Negative 7. Okay, that's going to tell us we're not moving on the x, we're moving on the y. 3/4. Is that above or below 1? It is below. Okay. So we're opening towards our focus. It's got to look like that. So P is how far away is 1 and 3/4? 1/4. Yes, you could use a decimal or a fraction here. That part doesn't matter. Whenever you get to P, it should turn out to be a nice integer. I think I made them all like that. All right, and it is vertical, so we're going to start with x. X plus 7 squared. 1/4 of 4 is 1. Oh, wait, that's going down, so that's going to be negative, so negative 1. And then y minus 1. So you could drop off that 1 part and just have negative right there. That's fine. I'll take it either way. All right. Here's my vertex. This time my y value is not changing, so I'm either going left or right. Focus is to the left, so we're opening like that. So P is going to be 5 units away, and it's negative because we're opening to the left. We can say how far is away from 2 to negative 3? Well, that's subtract 5 units. It's horizontal, so the y part's being squared. Y plus 6 squared equals, let's see, negative 5 times 4 is negative 20. X minus 2. Moving right along. Now we've got a vertex and a directrix. Same concept. Plot your vertex. Then graph, your directrix. It's y equals, that makes it horizontal. Y equals 8, that's above my vertex, so it should be like here-ish. And remember, your parabola opens away from your directrix, so that's what we got. P is still going to be 8, but this time it's going to be negative 8 because we've got to go down. 0 to 8 is 8 units. Pointing down makes that negative. Vertical, so we're starting with x squared. Negative 8 times 4 is negative 32. Y. 0, 0. This time it's x equals, so that makes it vertical. X equals negative 2, so that's to the left of 0, 0. Pointing that way, P is going to be positive 2. Plug it in. Again, 0, 0. Y squared because we're horizontal. 8x. Now let's think about this. We got a vertex and a directrix again. Plot it right here. 7 and 4. Directrix is x equals, so that's to the left of 7. 3 houses to the left of 7. and it's x equals, so that's vertical, something like that. P is going to be a positive. Let's use a calculator for that, just to be safe. The distance between 7 and 3/2, that's 1.5. That's 5.5. We're going to need to multiply that by 4 to get what we need here, 22. So it's going to be y squared first. Y minus 4 squared is 22. X minus 7. Vertex, directrix is vertical. It's going to be below that. Open it up. P equals -8 minus -1 gives you 7. -7, but whatever. 7 units. We take the absolute value. It's 7 units between them. We're pointing up. That's positive. Vertical, so it's the x part first. X plus 1 squared equals 7 times 4 is 28. Y part next. Y plus 1. There. A few more to go. This time we're given the focus and the directrix. So let's plot those. Focus is at 3, 0. Okay, that's my focus. Directrix is x equals -3, so that's going to be to the left. And if we think about it, our vertex has to be right in the middle of those guys. To get the middle, just average the distance. It's 3 and -3. Add those together, divide by 2, you get 0. So my vertex is 0. For the x, the y is the same as the focus, so 0, 0. We've got ourselves a horizontal parabola, so we're going to start with y squared. Oh, we didn't figure out what p was. P is going to equal, well, how many units is it between them? 3. Between the vertex and the focus, not between the focus and the directrix. Count the distance between the vertex and the focus, or the vertex and the directrix. Okay. 12x. Focus, 7, -2. Directrix, y equals, that's horizontal. -2 is below -4. Yeah, you can probably just kind of figure out what the vertex has to be. In the middle of -2 and -4 is obviously -3. X value's got to be 7. Or you could add them up. -2 plus -4 is -6. Divide that by 2, you get -3. P is 1 unit, and we are opening up, so it's positive. So we're going to do x part first. X minus 7 squared equals 4. Y plus 3. Not too bad. We're just plugging in numbers into the formula, really. Focus here. Directrix x equals 4. 4 is to the left. 4 is to the right of -8. So vertex has to be between those two. So the x value is changing, y value is not. In the middle of -8 and 4 is -2. Again, add them up, divide by 2. We're opening to the left, so p is going to be a negative. And that is 6 units away. So it's horizontal. I'm going to start with the y part. Y minus 5 squared equals -24. X plus 2. And last one. Focus is here. -4, -3/2. Directrix is y equals, that's horizontal. -1/2. that is above our focus. So our vertex is going to be between these guys. P is going to be negative. Our vertex, the x value has to be the same as the focus. It's got to be right in the middle of those guys. Add them up and divide by 2. Negative 3 halves plus a negative half. That's negative 2 divided by 2 is negative 1. So we're half a unit away from each of those. So P is a half, negative. It's vertical, so we're starting with the x. Plus 4, plus 4 squared equals half of 4 is 2, and it's going to be negative y plus 1. And that's it. There we go. Finito. All right. Next time we're going to shove all of our conic sections together and see how to figure out what kind it is. And then graph it, obviously. For now, we're done. See ya.